missed one Sultan of Johor tournament. That was in 2016. And so this is their 10th appearance, and they've never missed a medal match. So every single tournament they have played either for the gold or the bronze medal. Malaysia, well, they have played every single tournament, and sadly not quite as many finals appearances as they would have hoped. So it will be India to get us underway. The captain, Uttam, stands over the ball. Just waiting for the timekeeper to give the umpires the nod so that we can get things underway. I think, to be honest, it's also tied in with the Malaysian broadcasters here. Thumbs up, we're off now. Uttam plays it back. Vishnukant receives. India in their familiar blue. Malaysia in the red shirts. So used to seeing them in the yellow. It was wide to Amir. First times it down the sideline, but there was nobody in that channel for India. Further forward, just raising his hand, saying maybe I should have gone. There was Angad. Faris Harazan, who picked up an injury last night, and apparently it was expected it might be a slight tear. I think it was of his calf. Can't be 100% sure, but hopefully he'll be okay because he is so important to Malaysia. And Najmi wearing the number 3, well, he's going to have to just put last night's game behind him. He had one of those games that, as a player, you just want to find a hole and go in it. Rohit, who has an air of Harmanpreet about him, if I may say that. Very calm and cool at the back. Amir plays square again for India. And that was a crossfield ball coming from Lakra. Nobody on that line for India. And as I mentioned in one of the previous games today, talking to some of the players, and just see that there, they were saying that this pitch at the moment is proving very difficult to play on. They were saying the ball's bobbling a little bit, and they're finding it hard to understand or get it under control. So if you do see a couple of missed traps, maybe bear that in mind, that all the teams have been saying the same thing. That's a good ball forward. This is a great chance for Malaysia into the circle, but brilliant defense. It's a shame it was a really good pass picking out Aquirula, and Malaysia are in there again. Hesitance for a second. Long corner. That time it was Osman Haris who tried to play the ball across. And again, we have to wait for the ball from the side, and it's just breaking up the play. Adam comes wide this time to Alfarico. Plays a good pass to the baseline. Did that come off the Indian stick? It did, but Malaysia keep it in play, and then unfortunately it runs over the baseline of Shami. So India with the ball again. Emir wide on the left-hand side, just moves backwards and then on an arc made Haris work. Another free hit outside the 23. Amir over the ball for India. Happily goes back to Rohit. Plays it square across the back line. Amandeep Lakra, again trying to play that penetrative ball into the circle from inside his own half, and Malaysia defended it with ease. Comes wide now to Alfarico. Will be a free hit to Malaysia. Alfarico just dropping back into the defensive line as it's played forward, and it will be another free hit won this time by Najmi. 2 balls on the pitch again. It's not just frustrating for the viewers, but it's also, and the spectators, the players as well, want the ball quickly. Good defense again inside the circle, that time coming from Rajinder. Malaysia, high press, trying to prevent India playing it out, but they've got the free hit. So the pressure eases and India can take their time. Malaysia jogging back. And it's amazing how many of the players for Malaysia that were running back, not even looking at what was going on. There were 6 players ran back with their back to the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Amir brings it down. Tries to come infield. Making the tackle was Kamal. Thrown to the baseline. Brilliant take. And India win a long corner. Again, it's taken quickly by Rajinder. Goes back to Rohit. Throws it to the air again. And there were 2 players coming in from India. So 5.5 minutes gone in this match. No goals as yet, no penalty corners. No real clear-cut opportunities. The defence for both sides holding firm. Ball infield again to Kamal. And India just putting pressure on, but shielding the ball well was Shami. Alfariko feeds it wide to Asmil. And turned over by Alfariko. Tries to come forward, but it's a good break now by India and Puvana. Puvana pushes it wide this time into the path of Arun. Arun trying to play it to the baseline, but just overhit that, and the player trying to receive, just slipping, unfortunately, for India. It's wide again to Najmi. Ricochets up. India steal it on halfway and get the free hit. That was good work being done by Jojo. Sorry, my glass is just steaming up in the heat here. Very humid evening. Not too hot, but the humidity, again, is a little bit stronger than it was earlier in the day. It will be cut out well by India. Rawat. In the end, though, it goes over the side, and it will actually be Malaysia's ball. Comes to the captain. And it's Farazan. Carrying it forward. Chased all the way. Good ball into the circle. Well, the ricochet almost paid dividends for India, but then the free hit, for Malaysia. But the free hit goes the way of India. Rohit just told to take it back to the 16-yard line. Plays it out to Sunit. Sunit goes square. And that's gone over the side. So Malaysia ball. That'll be another ball for Malaysia. Comes square. Asmil. Goes back to Faris. There's a good run up the left-hand side from Norizam, but comes back to the right-hand side, and Malaysia carrying it forward. Good run coming that time from Asmil into the circle, and again, a miss with the reverse stick shot. Shamir Shamsul. Spoke about him last night, how he is a talent. And you just feel he's one of those players that if he starts to score, it's just going to change the way he feels about the game and the way he's playing. Just boost his confidence dramatically. Amir comes in from the side, goes back to Rohit now. Space down the right-hand side for India. Played on quickly. Krishnakant it was. Goes back in turn to Amandeep. Amandeep will get the pass back. Vinder's just come on to replace Rohit, and he will get a touch now. Oh dear. Play on is the call. No one close enough to affect the play. And Sukhvinder's done it again. Well, this time he is penalised. Well, 2 in a row within probably 30 seconds off the stick onto the shin. Malaysia, I think, have changed about 6 players then. Ball's a fair way further forward from where it was placed then. Najmi played it square to Jeffrinus. Najmi goes up in the air, but he's got it under control now. Tries to go infield. Collected well by Adam. Adam plays it back. Asmil to Jeffrinus. Just under 4.5 minutes left, and that again needed to be a better touch from Shami. India, I just wonder if they're just taking their time here. We know that they sometimes have the ability to just flick a switch. Lovely little turn and down the sideline from Rajinder. Ball stolen back again by Jeffrinus. He's being forced into the corner by India. Good pass by him to get it out to Adam. And India penalised, so will be Malaysia. Square to Jeffrinus. Thought he had a good game last night in that game. It's been stolen now by India. Chance to come forward by them into the circle. Lovely run towards goal by Angad. Shot on the turn. Good save, Rafaizal. And brave as well from Rafaizal coming off his line. And the crowd really enjoying that. I think they were applauding the heroics of the goalkeeper. Rafaizal, who at the Junior Asia Cup earlier this year in Oman was voted the best rising goalkeeper. In other words, the best up-and-coming goalkeeper. Malaysia trying to get around the back. That will be a penalty corner. It was a really good run coming from Danish Ayman. And the Indian player just blocking his path. And so the first penalty corner of the match goes the way of Malaysia. And this is a great opportunity for them to take the lead. Well, trying to see if Faris Harazan is on there. Bringing out the instructions, though, is Najmi. As Faris was in great form last night. But I can't see him out there, so... I think we might... Is it Harris at the second battery? Trying to see whether it's Shami at the first. And it's another penalty corner. It was indeed Shami. It wasn't a bad flick, but it was also a good save as well by Mohit. So Malaysia being told to get on with it quickly. So Shami at the first battery. Osman Harris at the second. Shami, it's gone through Mohit. Malaysia have taken the lead. And celebrations begin. Just what they needed. Shami makes it 1-0 from a penalty corner. And now it's important that they switch on and focus defensively. So the 13th minute, Malaysia take the lead in a really important game in this pool. I know there's a long way to go, but if Malaysia win this game, then it would mean that Pakistan are top on 4 points, Malaysia on 3 points, New Zealand on 3 points, and India on 1, all of them with 1 game left to play. But there's still a long way to go. Thrown to the air by Amandeep. India were about to protest that. Certainly the Sukhvinder had turned to protest, but then realized that the free hit was theirs. Long corner now to India. We're into the final 2 minutes of this final first quarter. Rohit looking for the run down the line. He gets that. It's going to come back to him, but again, it's a poor pass, and over the side it goes. India really making a few basic errors, and that was unusual from Amandeep. Plenty of support, as you would expect, for Malaysia. Brought down this time by Rawat. Squares it in the defensive line. Good pass played forward, looking for Aditya. Aditya is going to lose out to Jeffriness, who's been very solid at the back for Malaysia. Malaysia claiming the ball. The decision goes India's way. Still just over a minute left in this first quarter. Ball comes square now to Rohit. He helps it forward, and a chance now for Rajinder. Rajinder just drops the pass out, and it's ricocheted off the Malaysian foot. It'll be a free hit. Rajinder over the ball. The Malaysian player is being told to remain 5 meters away. And that was again into the foot, that time of Shafiq. So Rajinder ran at the defenders and then tries to find the foot again. Into the circle, top of the circle, forced out again. Played square. That's a good tackle that time to stop Rawat getting in there. Desperation this time coming from India, and Sukhvinder kept possession for India. Thrown long and high. And it is Malaysia's ball, and the hooter goes for the end of the first quarter. Well, it started slowly and then suddenly built in pace, and Malaysia took the lead. And so as we go into the first break, it is Malaysia 1, India 0. Anyway, it will be India to get the second quarter underway. Uttam plays it back once more. Amandeep played it out to the right-hand side. Uttam now with a break down the right-hand side. Double team by the Malaysian players. Comes back again to Amandeep. He goes all the way back now to Lakra. And again, we see the bright signage, which I don't know how the players cope with that, but anyway. Comes wide to Amir. Good pass to Rawat. Rawat, though, is going to be forced to play it back. It's a good pass, picks out Vishnukant. And that is a great little pass out onto the side. And Angad trying to find a looping run into the circle. Wins a free hit just outside the D. And again, India try and find a way around that corner. They've won a long corner. Taken quickly. Spin, trying to get it into the circle. Vishnukant plays on, takes it the 5 meters. In he goes, but loses out. Oh no, a penalty corner has been given against Malaysia. I didn't hear the whistle, I have to say, the noise inside the stadium. So India now with their first penalty corner of the match. Well, Malaysia scored from theirs. Amir comes running on with the instructions from the coaching staff. And this may well be the moment where India pull themselves back on level terms. Vishnukant goes down to the baseline. Rohit waits at the second battery. And at the first battery is Lakra, Amandeep Lakra. It's a mistrap. Good pass back to Uttam. Uttam inside the circle. Malaysian defenders sliding in. Very dangerous inside the circle to do that. And appeals for a penalty corner, and eventually the umpires confer. And it is agreement that it is a penalty corner, a second one for India. I have to say that was very good umpiring, because couldn't really see Fahad Ali Khan, so he asked Bevan Nicol, who had a better view from the angle that he was at. So Lakra again at the first battery, Rohit at the second. It's trapped. No, it's not. It's gone through again. And this time it caught the shins. That came at a hell of a pace. Puvana, I think, was surprised it came to him, and also at the pace at which it came to him. Well, we haven't seen that many problems trapping at that end, but we have seen plenty at the other end. So Amir from the side for India. Little mistrap again from Rohit. I just wonder as well, some of the players where they've been practicing on the pitch and having trouble with what they say, the little bobbling ball, whether it's also getting into their heads a little bit. Vishnukant couldn't control that, and it's going to be Malaysia ball. Umpire retrieving the ball for Malaysia. Play it deep inside the circle. Will come wide now to Azmil. Azmil carries it up to halfway. Try to play it down the line. Amir steals it for India. That was almost very good defense coming out by Alfarico, but it's broken well for India. Looking to lay it back. Good defense, Malaysia. And coming back and helping out was Azmil, but he'll be penalized. Good block that time. Amir trying to play it in. I know it was free hit back to India, but it needed to be blocked anyhow. Rohit now for India, throws it wide out onto the right-hand side, brought down in the night sky. Given away. Oh, dear me, Malaysia got it back and turned it straight back over to India. Vishnukant, good run by him, releases the ball, played back into the circle at too acute an angle. Malaysia carry it out now. Great break this time coming from Adam. Holds it up on halfway, looking for support. tried to play it forward, gets the free hit as his stick goes flying out of his hand. I can hear the Malaysian coaching staff absolutely yelling now. Al-Farico, sure that he has been the designated player to go back into the defensive line and fill those duties for Farazan, who's carrying that slight injury. Najmi now beats one, lost control of the ball, played in though behind the back that time by Kamal, but Malaysia lose possession. It goes over the side that time from Amandeep, so Malaysia get the chance to go back on the attack. Najmi again, that was a back stick, so it will be a free hit. Has to go the 5 meters, of course. Adam has taken it, goes back again to Najmi, to Al-Farico. That touch wasn't the way he wanted it to go, and now he's turned over possession. India have numbers coming forward, but very, very good defense that time coming from Kamal, who just forced India to play back, so it gave time for the Malaysian defenders to get back. And that's gone through two players, a shake of the head in the midfield. Uttam was the first player. I think Vishnukant was the, Vishnukant I think was the first player, Uttam the second. So 6 minutes gone in this second quarter, and Malaysia make another mistake at the back. Najmi, well, rather than letting that go over the side, he's deliberately played it over the baseline, and a penalty corner has been given. So after trying to make a situation better, well, penalty corner has been given. Malaysia are arguing the case. And they've turned to Bevan Nicol, and he agrees with his fellow umpire. Penalty corner, India. I don't quite know. I could see Najmi wanted to try and keep it in play, but to play it over the baseline was not the play. So now we have Rohit at the first battery. It goes to the second to Lakra again. Hits the first runner, but it will be a reward. So fourth penalty corner now to India. And it gives me a chance again to acknowledge Project Innovations Pte Limited, a project management company located and working in Asia, but with experience beyond, for their support. Also Atlas, we've got the hockey world covered. So Rohit at the first battery, Lakra at the second. They go to Lakra to mistrap again. India keep it alive. Now it's with Rohit. Plays it into the circle. Good defense by Malaysia. Every single clearance from the circle now. Cheered by this crowd here in Johor Bahru. Goes back to Sukhvinder, who in turn feeds it to Amir. Amir goes out onto the right-hand side. He's going to get the ball back. Sukhvinder. Played in that time by Jojo. Good ball forward again from Sunit. It's going to be kept in play. No, it's not. I thought India were going to manage to keep that in play. Again, India looking to try and press high because this is going to be a ball from the side. But most of the players have dropped back, the Malaysian players too. So the only option was to throw long. Collected easily that time by Sukhvinder. Lifted in the air by Uttam, looks to lay it back. It's with India inside the circle. Malaysia somehow scramble it clear again. Well, these players are really battling tonight. There's no doubt about that. They got a 1-0 lead, and they're looking to hang on to it as best they can. Shafiq was the player who cleared that one for Malaysia. Amir now carries it to the 23. Uttam leads, beat one defender into the circle. Look to play it reverse stick. Shafiq is there, and Malaysian players jumping out of the way, making sure their feet don't touch. And it's not a penalty corner. Comes back again. Rajinder feeds it to Lakra. Lakra pushes it out. onto the far side. Using the very edges of the pitch, India, but still no way towards the goal of Rafazil. Jeffriness. Malaysia last night, they were saying that there were a lot of turnovers that were unnecessary in their game against New Zealand. So far tonight, there have been way less, and that's probably why they're playing the way they are. Vishnu plays it forward. Uttam shielding the ball as he goes into the circle, and again it's good defense, this time from Faris Harazan. I have to say, though, Asmil did well, shadowing Uttam all the way into the circle. Rajinder comes across to Rohit. Malaysian defense shifting as one. Lakra goes back to Rohit again. There was nothing on for him. Rohit goes wide. He's going to get the ball back again. It's good defense from Malaysia, shifting well. Ball was played to Rawat, but there was no way through. Lakra now goes out wide onto the right-hand side. Stolen away again from Malaysia. And fighting back to get the ball back. That was real determination by Rajinder inside the circle. But Uttam is saying he felt it should be a penalty corner. I have to say I agree with him, and it is a penalty corner. He was underneath the ball. I don't think there can be any argument about that. And the Malaysian player came into his space. We're seeing Faris going across for just an explanation, but I do think the umpires have got it right. It's a rule that I personally don't like, in that the attacking player is given almost a free shot. They get the chance to bring the ball down and strike it. But as the rule goes, the decision is right. So Rohit again lines up at the first battery. Lakra at the second. They go with Rohit this time. Off the pads of Rafaisal. It breaks for Lakra. Lakra plays it back in, scrambling again from Malaysia. And this time India are penalised. I think it was Amandeep went to ground, and that was why Malaysia were able to claim the free hit. They've taken it quickly. They got caught last night for dilly-dallying too long, and it got turned over. We're into the final 5 minutes now of the first half. Malaysia still hanging on to that 1-0 lead. They've defended valiantly for the first 10 minutes of this quarter. And a free hit won after carrying it forward well by Asmil. And the crowd, well, it was very full to my left, and it's now really filled up to my right. Oh, just lifted too high. Otherwise, that would have been a fantastic ball into the circle. Suhami, I thought, had played a pretty good ball, but the umpire was well placed, and it's hard to tell sometimes how high those balls are into the circle from up high where we are. So good ball forward again. Angad. Two players. He tries to squeeze his way through the middle. Did well. Rohit again. Amir just comes on. Comes back to him straight away. Vishnukant trying to turn and also putting pressure on. His good defense coming from Shami. And I think Shami is going to pick up a card. He feels hard done by. So Malaysia down to 10 for the next 2 minutes. Into the circle it goes. Who did that go off? It was off the Malaysian stick. So long corner again, waiting for the ball. Amir. Well, they're in the wrong position. It's got to be directly opposite where it went out of play. Still in front of the goal. It didn't go in the goal, or we'd be restarting. Vishnukant weaves his way into the circle, plays it towards goal. It's gone in. Well, I'm not sure who got the final touch on that one, but it just seemed to dribble in. Vishnukant played it towards goal, and there was just the faintest of touches. Well, I'll hopefully be able to confirm shortly, but India are back on level terms, and that is what most people wanted to know. The crowd has gone quiet, and there's only 3 minutes left in this half. But Malaysia, well, it was just, I suppose, a matter of time. They'd been defending valiantly, and then just a good run by Vishnukant into the circle. And it was just put, I think there was a touch, though, in front of the keeper, but just could not see who the player was. And I'll wait for confirmation. I can tell you that even downstairs, they're not sure at the moment who's got the touch. So a good run from Najmi. Straight away, Malaysia back on the attack. And the free hit going India's way. Oh, still none the wiser. Just heard the grand announcer. I'm sorry, couldn't catch what he said. Well, we'll try and confirm who the scorer was. We've got 2 minutes left in the first half. Still tied up at 1 apiece. And it's Aditya who's been credited with the goal. He was lively last night, so just rewards for his performance. Aditya from Hockey Maharashtra went to the Commonwealth Games in 2022 in Birmingham in England. Amir passed down the line. Good work being done this time by Gurjot. Malaysia again being warned about being 5 meters. Amir. Rohit. Nice turn on the far side. Great block. Comes back to Rohit again. We're entering the final minute of the first half. Amir. Can India steal the lead before the break? Going to come out of the circle. Good work by Puvana. Amir again. That's a good tackle as well. Malaysia now, it's only 2 on 2. Oh, it's a great pass. Good goalkeeping there. Mohit, and the reverse stick goes over the crossbar. Well, it was a really calm break from Osman Harris. And it looked as if it was going to roll back off the goalkeeper's pads, and it was going to be a great opportunity. Norizam, though, on the reverse stick, put it over the crossbar. And now Gurjot tries to spark something for India again. Good defence, Jeffrey-ness. His clearance, though, goes straight to the Indian player, and he won't get a chance to play it back in as the hooter goes for half-time. Well, as you would expect in a game with so much on the line, it's been a very lively, entertaining, and skillful first half. But as we go into the break, it is Malaysia 1, India 1. Welcome back to the Tamandaya Stadium as India make their way out for the second half. At the moment, it is 1-1 in this Pool B match. Both second games for both these teams. And I know that some of you love the stats, and I can tell you these two teams, as I said, India have played 9 editions of the Sultan of Johor Cup. Malaysia have obviously played all 10 previous editions. And there have been 10 fixtures between the two teams. India have won 7. There have been 2 draws. And Malaysia has won 1. There has never been a clean sheet in a match at the Sultan of Johor Cup between these two teams. But the trouble for Malaysian fans is you've got to go back to the very first tournament in 2011 for their sole victory. And that was 6-1 against India. Since then, India have tended to dominate. And they did play off for 3rd and 4th place in 2018. India winning that game by 4-0. Well, can this team from Malaysia rewrite the history books? Once again, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, Grandwork Interiors. They're a multiple award-winning custom interior fittings firm with a presence in Australia, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, Thailand, the Philippines, and Vietnam. That's Grandwork Interior. And also Ong and Ong. Their home is in Asia with over 600 staff in 7 countries. They're in Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Mongolia, Myanmar, Vietnam, and Thailand. And finally, at Project Innovations PT Limited, their team of quality control experts ensures that the projects are completed to prescribed standards without compromising the local statutory requirements related to work site safety and health. Proud supporters of the Sultan of Johor Cup and this live stream. And wherever possible, we ask you to thank and show your support for these sponsors, even if it is passing them on to someone you know, because they're supporting hockey, and we're very grateful for it. Well, Malaysia will get the second half underway, having had the lead. This tournament, of course, great preparation for the Junior World Cup, which will be in Kuala Lumpur at the beginning of December. Malaysia's pool is Pool A, Argentina, Australia, Chile. India's Pool C, Canada, Korea, and Spain. As Malaysia push back to the captain, Faris. Throws it to the air on halfway. Who will find a winner in this match? Adam will get the ball from the side. And it's great to see so many people are out here on a Saturday evening supporting Malaysia. Because when they do turn out in their numbers in Johor, they make a lot of noise. I'm not sure who that is shouting down below. I think it's one of the fans rather than the coaching staff. Diagonal pass played there by Lakra. There was plenty of pace on it. And Aditya was the man trying to get on the end of the pass, but it was a long, long way away from him. Faris Harazan carries it forward, squeezes it through, and there was a clear push in the back that time. So Irfan getting the free hit for Malaysia. Into the circle, it's broken kindly. Oh, superb tackle. Still alive for Malaysia, peels for a foot. And Malaysia are still appealing. They're convinced it was a foot. And a green card has been issued to the captain of Malaysia. Now, surely the captain is supposed to be allowed to question the decision. But I think what it was is actually what has happened is the players surrounded the umpire, and therefore the captain takes the card because the players surrounded the umpire. It is meant to be only one player approaching the umpire. Well, looked like a foot to me, but not given. Uttam now for India as they look to make an extra player advantage count. Good steal in the midfield by Malaysia. The ball comes to Adam again. Pushes it forward to Jeffriness. Jeffriness. In fact, it's Alfarico. Alfarico, the diminutive player, but has the biggest heart of ever. And now it is a green card to India. So we're down to 10 aside. Certainly for the next minute and a half anyway. So extra space on the field of play. Jeffriness has it now. Alfarico calling for it, gets it. Lovely skills from him. Turned really well. Into the circle it goes from Malaysia. Need to get it across in front of goal. Still trying to find a way. Good defense by India though. Forcing them out to the edge and up it goes. It'll be a free hit or a long corner. It's a long corner in the end. Osman Harris just couldn't get it across to the goal. Jeffriness again. Looks to slide it forward. That's intercepted with ease that time by Aditya. And here comes India, played forward this time by Rajinder. Angad now, one hand on his stick, looks to get inside the circle. He does, but he's then penalised, I think, for shielding the ball away from the defenders and not making it available to be able to be tackled. Well, this is a thriller of a match. It really is. Norizam plays it forward. Malaysia trying to find a win from somewhere. Good ball again. This time goes forward to Irfan. Irfan gets it into the circle and taking the ground. Penalty corner. Well, going to protest is Sukhvinder. Mohit comes out to talk to the umpire as well. Well, Bevan Nicol as well is saying it's a penalty corner. So the umpires confirm and they're in agreement again. So Malaysia with their second penalty corner of the match. The big question is, can they convert it? The player who took the tumble slowly gets to his feet. That is Ashraf Adam. Good work by him. He's been lively all night. So the crowd trying to now support their team. Shamir Shamsul is at the first battery. Faris is not on the pitch. Irfan is at the second. The whistle has gone. Goes to the second battery, and it's wide of the mark. Irfan off target this time. Once again, those bright lights coming on behind the goal as the penalty corner about to be taken. I would not like that at all. Uttam. Into the circle he goes, trying to win a penalty corner now for India. Squeezed it to Gurjot. Gurjot beats one defender. Off the line was Rafaisal. And it is now a penalty corner to India. Their sixth of this match. And they would expect to score from this one. Sukhvinder comes on with the instructions. Well, Rohit is stepping back. We've got Rajinder at the second battery. And Lakra, is it, at the first? There's a switch. It goes to now to Lakra. And the obstruction is given. So Malaysia get the ball out quickly. It wasn't a great control, but they're bursting forward now in numbers. India are scrambling, needs to get across the face of goal. And it's a long corner again. Oh, superb break out of defense by Malaysia, but credit to India, who got their players back so quickly. They looked like they were going to be caught short at one point, but the acceleration to get goal side was remarkable. Both these teams playing with all their heart at the moment. Alfarico came up with the ball, but penalised this time is Kamal. So he'll have a couple of minutes on the side. So Malaysia back down to 10. And we have 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Comes right to Rawat. And it's well brought under control by India inside the circle. Taken out in the end. It was Gurjot did the good work. He's lost out now, and Malaysia penalised in the corner. Making his way into the corners, Rajinder plays it back out this time to Rawat. Rawat square to Lakra Sunit. Sunit Lakra, that is. Into the circle go India again. This time it is a free out to them. They look to get on with it quickly, but they only had 2 players outside the 23, and they were literally only about 2 meters ahead of there. Comes wide again for Malaysia. Sahami. It will be a free hit to Malaysia. Gonna have to just come back a bit, I think. Oh, and again, I think that was deliberately left by Lakra. Wearing the captain's armband now is Danish Ayman for Malaysia, which tends to mean that Faris will not be playing any further part in the match. I know that they were saying he got a bit of an injury last night. They're trying to just manage that in his game time. They don't want to lose him for the tournament. Lovely turn by India across the face of goal. Up it goes. And penalty corner awarded. So 7th penalty corner now for India. This time it is Rawat who comes on with the instructions from the coaching staff. Lakra will line up again at the first battery. Uttam just talking to him now. Also lining up is Rawat. Rawat is at the second battery. I'm sure they're going to use Lakra at the first. They go to Lakra, and he fires it home. India have the lead. A well-executed penalty corner, and Lakra gives his team the lead for the first time in the match. And now the big question is, can Malaysia find a way back? Lakra, he scored in the game against Pakistan. And he scores again tonight. He got the opening goal in that game against Pakistan. Will he have the final goal tonight? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Malaysia, though, are going to have to dig deep now. They've had plenty of opportunities. Not too many penalty corners, just the 2 to India's 7. Alfarico plays it into the midfield, a crowded area, found the foot well. Here's a great chance, and it just was taken away. What a tackle that was. Jojo just stealing it away as the shot was about to be taken. Truly fantastic by Sunil Jojo. Sunil Jojo, who's a product of the Panposh Sports Hostel. And I'm sure they'll be proud of him with that tackle, as we've got a Malaysian player down. It's Osman Harris, slow to get to his feet. I think he's okay, but a little bit ginger as he makes his way forward. Well, as I said, we weren't going to see Faris. He is back out there. So maybe they've decided they need him. Jeffriness, a mistrap by him. Kept in play by Najmi. 2 players there. He does get it forward, and it ricochets off the Indian stick, almost out of play. But here come India, and that's gone into the body too high, though. So Vishnukant is the man who concedes the free hit for India. Jeffriness will come forward to take the free hit. Still got 15 minutes to go after this quarter, and there's 7 minutes left in this one. This game has been a real thriller. Faris closed down, gets the pass away, though. It's a good pass to Suhami. Suhami carrying towards the circle, looks for a foot, didn't get it. Good defense this time inside the circle by India. Really solid defending. And it was, again, making that tackle inside the circle was Jojo. They got limited time last night, Sunil Jojo, but tonight, well, he's done well so far. Sukhvinder plays it forward. Gurjot now beats one, couldn't get past the second defender, but it'll be a long corner to India. Vishnukant over the ball again. Lakra plays it out wide. Rohit, short pass to Angad. Angad accelerates towards the baseline. Cleverly played it behind his back and found a foot. So free hit now to India. Vishnukant again comes forward. Looked as if he was going to play the ball back, advanced to go inside the circle. Wins a free hit just outside. And Angad was looking to take it quickly, but the umpire calling them back. It's with Rohit now. Plays it back into the defensive line. Wide it goes from Sukhvinder. India using the whole width of the pitch to recycle. Unfortunate slip there. Just broke up the momentum of the attack and stolen then in the corner by Suhami. Free hit again to India just outside the circle. Played back. They'll bring it around again. Rohit doesn't use Sukhvinder. Goes back down the left-hand side. Still again, Malaysia closed down that avenue. Now it comes to Sukhvinder. Sukhvinder has Angad wide, but apologizes, chose not to use him. Again, it's good defense by Malaysia, keeping India at bay at the moment. Trying to turn and find a way in was Rawat. He wins another free hit, throws it to the air. That should be Malaysia ball, and it is indeed. So they've weathered that storm for the last couple of minutes, and now they get the free out. And down below, they're making the changes. Comes wide to Jeffriness now. He was closed down, played it up the line. No one was there. Easy collection in the end for Rajinder. Rajinder looking to get forward, but was held up by Danish Ayman. Rajinder self-passes again. Danish goes for the ball, didn't get it this time. Penalised, though, for his attempt to play the ball was Irfan. Rajinder kept going towards the circle. It's back now in the defensive line with Rohit. He goes to the air. And it's missed this time as it just bounced and almost yorked Aditya. So 3.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Malaysia at the moment hemmed back inside their own half. Jeffriness throws it forward. Brought down well. Surrounded now by two defenders, but a good turn this time coming from Suhami. And it's a free hit to Malaysia, taken quickly, but from the wrong place. Suhami played it square. Weaving run from Adam, but shielding the ball again. So free hit goes to India. Rajinder played it cleverly into the foot of Kamal. Turn from Vishnukant. Good touch, though, in the end to take it away from him, but India have got it back. Angad feeds it forward to the captain, Uttam. Uttam along the baseline. Uttam looks to pull it back. Shot was a good one. Saved brilliant, though, by Rafaisal. And a card has been issued, a yellow card. Is it Aditya, I think, who's got the yellow card for India? No, yes, it is, yep. Just thought one of the substitutes was going to come running on as he came off. So for the last 2 minutes of this quarter, Malaysia have a player advantage, and they will have that advantage for 3 minutes of the final quarter. And Malaysia have the restart, so they could make it count. Rohit again, not allowing Malaysia near. And the free hit going his way. Shamir Shamsul was the player penalised. Infield it goes. Great run down the flank from Sunit. And Sunit finding the foot there that time of Azmil. Uttam, a little bit of space for him, top of the circle. That's always dangerous if you're the defending team. That was the back of the stick as he tried to play that one back to Rajinder. Still got 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter. It seems to have gone on and on and on. It's been so exciting. And I can tell you, everybody that's here supporting Malaysia is just staring at the pitch, transfixed. It's almost like a hypnotist has been here and hypnotized the whole crowd. Adam wanted to go square, cut off well though by India. Sahami again has to go back to the defensive line. Alfarico looks to squeeze that one through. Good deflection into the circle, trying to spin and get the shot. It's taken away again by India. Chased out all the way to the side this time by Shafiq. Well, it's an India ball, so somehow it must have gone wide from Malaysia. India again throw it high because they're just trying to kill time. There's only 10 seconds remaining. It goes over the side, and Malaysia will not have time, you would think, now to launch another attack, although played forward quickly. 1 second remaining, and there is no time to get it into the circle. Well, India will be pleased with that quarter. They kept pressing, and they were also under some pressure, but they managed to convert a penalty corner, and that has given them the lead going into the final break. It is India 2, Malaysia 1. And Malaysia don't play Pakistan until the Tuesday, so they would know exactly what was required going into that game for them to get into the semi-finals. But the big question now is they need to find an equalizer, or they need to find 2 goals and snatch a win. India trying to hang on and assure themselves of 3 points. Having to come all the way back is Norizam. Alfarico to Jeffriness. And unfortunately, that wasn't the control Malaysia wanted. Well, they've got the free hit now and they advance again. Was that off the foot? It's a good deflection. Oh, but unfortunately, well, again, they're claiming that there was a touch. George Eswaran denied the opportunity of a corner. Thrown high. Sukhvinder brings it down, plays it early, and that was really fantastic control taken. Really good turn. Aditya stolen away, though, in the end by Malaysia, and Jeffriness takes it into the corner. And Malaysia have done well. Some Malaysian fans getting a little bit impatient now. They want a goal. And of course, Malaysian fans love their hockey, and with them hosting the Junior World Cup, they want this team to do well. It's been a work in progress for a couple of years now. Asmil plays it forward. Alfarico keeps possession for Malaysia, goes back to Asmil. He now plays it across field to Suhami. Jeffriness has not kept that in play, so it's a turnover going the way of India. Sukhvinder. So it was actually Rajinder, rather. That's a good ball forward this time from Malaysia. Looking to cut infield. That was great tackle, though. Really, really well-timed tackle. And penalised Irfan coming back. But the initial tackle was, again, a really good one. It was made by Sukhvinder. Uttam. And just a little bit of space now beginning to open up. I'm sure there's some very tired legs out there for both sides. Shamir Shamsul has just come on for Malaysia. Player that many believe has a huge talent, and I wonder whether he can just expose it tonight. It's good work by him that time around. Wins a free hit. Adam has been lively as well. Good pass by him. Eswaran looks to lay it back. It's behind everybody. And look at the passion and the arguments. That's no good arguing on the pitch because India are on the break again. This time it's Aditya. Aditya into the circle. Aditya tries to get there on his own. Comes off the pads of Rafaisal. And Malaysia clear it. There's a chance now for them. The crowd get behind them. Danish Ayman carries it over halfway. Cuts infield. Drops the ball back. Danger now. But Adam, Ashraf Adam, feeds it out wide. Deflects nicely for Malaysia, top of the circle, but ran away as he tried to turn there. George Eswaran needed to keep that on his stick. So Malaysia from the side go back again to Jeffriness. Helped down the line it goes, this time from Asmil. Free hit goes Malaysia's way, but taken from the wrong spot. Alfarico, I think that is over there, over the ball for them. Takes a tumble. It'll be another free hit to Malaysia. Decide to recycle it this time. Comes back again to Jeffriness. Pulling wide onto the right-hand side is Suhami. Good defense again from India, and in particular Gurjot. And India are managing to carry the ball out. They've got pace. Look at the acceleration there coming from Rajinder. Tried to play it square. Came off the stick of the retreating George Eswaran. Good defense by him. Into the corner goes Jeffriness again. Feeds it out. Malaysia lose it though. Shot across the face of goal on the reverse stick. Well, it was ambitious, but it wasn't far away. And certainly, thinking how close he was Puvana. Puvana is, again, one of those really unsung heroes for India. Gets through a lot of work, and is also an exceptional player. He's made a run through the middle now, and it's gone out of play. So we've got 9 minutes remaining. Malaysia searching for an equaliser. India desperately trying to hang on or claim another goal to give themselves that cushion for a victory. Heavy touch again. Real desperation in the midfield from Vishnukant. And he will gain a free hit for his team. He takes it quickly. Goes the 5 meters. Vishnukant shoots. He scuffed his shot. Good save for Faisal. Those are often harder to save than a full-blooded shot. So over the ball again is Sunit. Sunit went back in turn to Rawat. Lakra plays it out now onto the left-hand side for India. Lovely turn again coming from Jojo. Jojo will get the free hit though for India. Taken from the wrong spot, so it'll come back. So Malaysia almost at the halfway stage of this final quarter. Jeffriness goes square again. Asmil played it forward, but it's gone to nowhere for Malaysia. So India have the ball. Malaysia now have got to get it back off them. And they'd want to apply pressure high up the pitch, you would think. Brilliantly carried forward by India, but turned over again on halfway. But the pressure was really good. That's a lovely pass to pick out Gurjot. Penalty corner. A little bit of afters as well between Jeffriness and Gurjot. Well, this may be the chance for India to put an exclamation mark on this game. They score here, you feel there surely is no way back for Malaysia. Vishnukant makes his way to the baseline. Lakra at the first battery. Rohit is at the second. Goes to Lakra, deflected by the first runner. It'll be another penalty corner. Well, the umpires are conferring, and it is a penalty corner. Yep, I thought it was straight off the foot of the first runner. So penalty corner number 9 for India now. Vishnukant again makes his way to the baseline. Rohit is at battery number 2. Lakra at 1. They go to Rohit this time. Flicks it. Oh, my word. Low down to the keeper's left. He shifted to the right. Rohit makes it 3-1 to India. And you feel that may well be the final nail for Malaysia in this game. But we will have to wait and see. There may be still just something more to happen. We've got just under 7 minutes remaining. Plenty of time for 2 goals. But Malaysia have found it hard to get a shot off once they get inside the circle. A lot of that to do with some fine defending by India. The crowd is hushed. Irfan. There'll be another free hit to Malaysia, taken quickly, driving towards the circle. Well, bundled off the ball. It's another free hit to Malaysia. Must go, of course, 5 meters before it goes inside the circle, played out wide. Now it's fired in. Was that off a foot? Yes. So Malaysia do have a chance. Their third penalty corner. And the crowd comes back to life. After the disappointment of conceding, they now believe their team can pull a goal back. And if they score here, well, it will be game on. Because there's still 6 minutes remaining. If I haven't told you already, India have switched keepers. Yadav is under the bar for them. Just rotating the keepers here. So the first battery this time is Irfan. I think looking at it, I think it might be Norizam, is it, at the second? I can't see. No, it isn't. It is... it's Osman Harris, I think. So the whistle goes. Will they go to Irfan or will they go to Harris? A slight shift to the left. They go to Harris. Harris flicks straight off the first runner's foot. It'll be a reward. Penalty corner number 4. But as far as India are concerned, this is valuable time being eaten up. Najmi again makes his way to the baseline. Players at the top of the circle confer. Irfan again at the first battery. Harris at the second. And it's a mistrap again. Still alive though for Malaysia. It's a good ball. No, it's a mistrap. It needed to be perfect, but it's one back again. This is good play by Suhami. Fed infield. Oh my word, that was into the top of the fence behind the goal. It'll be a long corner. It was deflected off the Indian stick. So Malaysia still very much on the attack. 5.5 left. Has to be directly opposite where it crossed the baseline. Adam goes wide against Suhami. Feeds it back now to Asmil. Jeffriness. Angle pass was telegraphed and India read it. And that has just got too much pace on it. And I think Gurjot just trying to justify why he played it so fast and so far ahead of his teammate. I think he's thinking, well, we just get it out of play and we press high. Comes wide again, and it's turned over again. Sunit, desperation from Jeffriness. Will break for Adam. Adam had 2 players around him, got the pass away though. Malaysia on the attack once more, played down the line. The big question is, can it be brought under control by Shafiq? It's played over the side, so it will be Malaysia ball. We got 4.5 minutes left. Free hit, in fact, was still on the field of play. Adam. Found the foot, so it's another free hit to Malaysia. Really need to get it into the circle. They go back again into the defensive line. Comes square to Alfarico. Avoids the challenge of Gurjot. Plays on quickly. Still 3 players to beat for Alfarico. He really is a battler. Comes to Alfarico again. All 1 meter, 59 centimeters of him. Jeffriness. Feeds it wide. Oh, there's a gap opening up, Malaysia. Can they get it into the circle? Najmi. Well, he was waiting for the whistle, and you never wait for the whistle. You've got to keep playing. It's now India who have the ball. They flick it high and long. Alfarico is chasing, but look at the pace. Incredible pace being shown that time by Lakra. We've got 3 minutes left. And we've got a Malaysian player down in back play. And I'm sure, again, it will be probably just a cramp. Which you have to say, this is a concern. We saw this last night with Malaysian players. And there's so much investment in the fitness and conditioning. And 2 players went down last night. And now another one tonight. I'm not sure. I am assuming it is a cramp. Of course, it may be some sort of injury. It's Najmi again. He was actually one of the players that went down last night. So Najmi, because the physio came on, has to leave the field of play. So back into the fray comes Asmil. And as I say, hopefully it is not a serious injury. It is just cramp. Suhaimi. Good pass forward to Danish Ayman. Danish Ayman driving towards the circle. It goes off the stick that time of Rohit. Be a long corner to Malaysia. 2.5 left. Danish Ayman being told to move it. Oh no, we had another ball on the field of play. Sorry about that. Jeffrey Ness. Alfarico. He drills it into the circle. It's a great trap inside the circle. Equally good defending by India. Kept alive by Malaysia. Thrown wide now. And kept in play, just drilled across the circle. It's still there for Malaysia. Oh, that's a penalty corner there. Well, just charging out to try and close it down and catching the player. And Asmil went flying. Well, Malaysia, their 5th penalty corner. Scored from their very first. Can they get one now? Again, it would be leaving it very, very late. And if you're a neutral, you'd probably say their effort tonight, they deserve it. So lining up again at the first battery is Irfan. And at the second battery as Danish Ayman. And I think they're going to go with Danish just the way he's preparing. They do go to Danish, but they delay it. And it's a long corner. They were trying a variation. Shafiq was at the back post, ready to just tip it in, but it was deflected away. I think the final touch actually came off the stick of Rajinder. Jeffrey Ness throws it wide. Oh dear. Had to be perfectly brought down, and unfortunately, Norizam didn't manage to do that. So now India can eat up a little bit of time. And the time is being eaten up as the ball is finally played to India, just scooped over the top. Help forward again. And an overzealous tackle coming in that time from Malaysia. Oh, India can't believe that. Arun penalised. And Angad closing in too early. He's got a yellow card. He'll be off for the final minute. India won't worry too much. There is only 57 seconds left in the game. They are pretty much assured of victory. Pakistan will be top of this pool on goal difference. Oh no, in fact, India will be. They have a 1 goal better goal difference than Pakistan. Pakistan, of course, winning 3-2 in their game against New Zealand. 3-1 here. If Malaysia could get one before the final whistle, it would make it very interesting. They've got a free hit, but it's got to be taken quickly. Got to go 5 meters. 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds remain. Beats one. Into the circle it goes. Up in the air. Just outside the circle is the call. It was lifted. Goes wide. Adam tries to get inside the circle. Does. Deflected. But it's wide. And that is the end. Well, it was valiant from Malaysia. But in the end, India just a little bit more clinical. And they managed to seal the victory. And a victory that will see them go top of Pool B on goal difference from Pakistan. And Malaysia remain rooted to the bottom of their pool, yet to win a game. But this was a far, far better performance than we saw last night. And they were so close so many times. But in the end, just the finishing wasn't there. Whereas when we looked at India, they were clinical when the opportunities came their way. The final score, Malaysia 1, India 3.